who's at what school site, at your school site, when are they at your school site, and where are they at your school site? So since I'm gonna be doing a lot of talking, I'm gonna have Catherine talk about East.
Sure. Hi, guys. Happy Tuesday night. Thanks for being here. My name is Catherine, in case I haven't met you, but I'm pretty sure I've met everybody that's here, so it's good to have you. Gina and I are the academic advisors at East this school year. Hopefully you've stopped by to see us. If you have not yet, our room is located in F108, so make sure you stop by and see us. We have a nice classroom there. We're working on decorating it and getting it loaded with all of the best snacks. And our hours of operation this year, we are in the center Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursdays from 8:30 to 4:30. So if you stop by during first period, there's a good chance we won't be there. Wait till family group, and then you can see our lovely faces.
Great, thank you, Catherine. Next up, we have Franklin.
Hey guys. My name is Jerry Ann, for anyone who hasn't met me, although I think I know every single student on this attendees list. So over at Franklin, I'm in the cafeteria suite, but we have a couple of programs that you guys should definitely take advantage of that aren't only in the cafeteria suite. I'm there typically on Tuesdays and Thursdays. Today, a couple of students were looking for me. I'm sorry, I know that they were looking for me, but between interviews and my seniors who actually came out today for the senior event, it was kind of tricky to meet with you guys today, but I am back there on Thursday. I'll be there tomorrow for a little bit because of the RIT HEOP visit. Message me if you haven't heard. RIT coming to Franklin tomorrow. But if not, I'm usually there on Tuesdays and Thursdays, and I'm there from about 9 until 4:30.
Okay, now we have Monroe.
Hi everyone, I'm Marifer. If you have not seen me in the building, I'm at Monroe Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays. And we changed our room. So initially we were in room 8 down in the basement, but now we're in room 3. But we share the office with Hillside and Ibero. So come down and visit. I also will have snacks soonish, very soonish. And yeah, if you haven't stopped by, please do.
All right, thank you, Marifer. And now we have Wilson.
Hi, everyone. My name is Felicia.
I'm Will.
And we are your Wilson crew. That is not a typo, you see. We are very excited to announce Will and I will be moving back down to room 21. So between this week and next week, if you're looking for us, 21 is the best way to find us. We are at the school Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday from 7:30 to 4. So come through to see your counselor, see us, and we also have snacks waiting for y'all.
All right, thank you, team. Okay, so now let's get into the exciting stuff. You know where we are, you know where to find us, and you know when. Don't worry, if you don't have a photographic memory, I will be posting this slideshow in Google Classroom so you can refer to it whenever your heart desires or needs. Okay, so programming. First up, you probably have heard us say it, and if you haven't heard us say it, your ears have had lots of wax in it, or you have not come to see us. So this Saturday is the 5th annual HEOP College Fair. And I'm going to have Felicia talk a little bit about that right now.
All right, everyone. What is HEOP and why do I need to go to an entire fair about it? HEOP helps students financially and academically when they go to college. So if you're loving being part of Upward Bound, it's like going to college and having an Upward Bound family there to check in on you and help you succeed. Who should attend this fair? Really, anyone is invited to come to this fair, but it's most important for our juniors and seniors to come because you see that list of colleges, they're going to be there for you to chat with, get to know. And HEOP is a slightly different admissions process than regular college admissions. So it's a chance to get to know the people who are reading your applications, and they're going to know your face, your name, what you like. And it's a great chance to make a really good impression. And we know you can all make really good impressions because you made really good impressions on us as we've gotten to know you over the summer and the past years. So when is it? It is this Saturday from 11 to 2:30. And during that time at East High School, you're going to get a chance to, like I said, meet with those representatives from the colleges, but you're also going to get to hear from college students who are in HEOP, and they're going to be real with you about what it's like, the good, the bad, all of it. And you also get to hear all about the money stuff. We have the University of Rochester Admissions and Financial Aid Office coming to explain FAFSA, TAP, CSS profile, HEOP applications, all those things that feel really big and scary sometimes when it comes to financial aid. The experts are there to help you out. In the chat, we dropped the registration link. It helps us because we will be serving you lunch to keep track of the numbers, so we make sure we have enough for everybody. So please go ahead and sign up. Again, it's this Saturday from 11 to 2:30 at East High School. And like I said, it is for juniors and seniors, but if we have some 9th and 10th graders here, as well as parents coming, go ahead and join us.
All right, thank you, Felicia. I don't know about you, but that sounds like a really great opportunity for everyone. Okay, next we have Tuesday senior office hours. And I'm going to have Catherine talk about that.
All right, so as you may guess, this announcement is specifically for seniors, or if we have any graduating juniors, but we have office hours at your school sites every Tuesday. We are off next Tuesday because of the Thanksgiving holiday, but if you check in with your advisor, they can let you know which Tuesdays we're there. It's most Tuesdays. Next week is just kind of an exception because of the holiday. So what does it involve? It is application and financial aid assistance that's available with your upward bound advisors who should attend. If you are a senior or you are graduating this year, you should attend because we need to be working on those college applications. It is already halfway through November, which means that you need to be well on your way through your college applications. If you're not, it's okay, we'll help you, but you need to get moving with it. So make sure to take advantage of this opportunity. It's after school on Tuesdays, depending on when your school day ends, it is about 2 hours after the school day. So if your school day ends at 2:30, it goes from 2:30 to 4:30, or if it ends at 3, it goes from 3 to 5. You can reach out to your school site advisor to ask about the location. And I know you've heard a lot about those delicious snacks that we have. You can rest assured knowing that if you attend senior office hours, you'll get some delicious snacks. We have bus passes if you need them to get home, or you can arrange your own ride. And we are just eager and waiting and excited to help you with these college applications. However, again, we don't want you to keep waiting until the last minute because we know that these things need to get rolling. And some things like writing your college application essay, choosing your list of colleges, those different things can take some time. So we don't want you to feel the time crunch. So hang out with us on Tuesdays. And also, if you are looking for additional help on those days off from school, we offer some virtual senior office hours. So those are taking place on Zoom. I know several students on the call here have already taken advantage of those. These are the hours and days that we have scheduled for December. So if you're a senior, take a screenshot of this. Of course, we'll give you this information again, but it'd be great if you can request some of these days and times off from work to make sure that you can attend our virtual senior office hours. Many of you are looking at some competitive schools to apply to, and those competitive schools have deadlines of January 1st sometimes. So these are the perfect days and times to take advantage of polishing up those college applications before that January 1st deadline. You can see that we've varied the times during winter break. We have 3 days available with some hours in the early afternoon, mid-afternoon, and then in the evening. So we hope that that can work around your family and work schedule. Keep an eye out for more information in terms of signing up for pizzas, because you know that we like to deliver a little bit of food at home for you if you attend and hang out with us on those virtual days.
Okay, you're probably wondering, where has tutoring been? Well, it's back and it's ready to roll, even better than it ever has before. So, tutoring began, I believe, last week. This says this week, but I believe it was last week. And it is on Wednesdays at East High School from 3 to 4:30 in room F113. So that's the ISS room. But none of you guys know where the ISS room is because none of you have been in ISS. But it's the room right across from our room. So if you haven't come to our room, come F108, and then it's right across the hall. So that's where tutoring is. At East Wilson, we have it at 2:30 to 4:30 in room 21. And then Thursdays, Monroe has their tutoring from 3:30 to 5:30 in their room 3 in the basement. And Franklin, same place as their office, Cyber Cafe, room
Yep.
362, right?
Yep, and that's actually upstairs. So especially for your 9th and 10th graders who have maybe seen over at Franklin, Mr. Seuss, or any of your teachers signing you up for after school, Upward Bound is connecting with the 21st Century Club that is already there after school on Tuesdays and Thursdays. And so on Thursdays, we provide tutoring, we provide college students, and pizza.
Oh, so she's got pizza. We might have to step up our game over at East.
A little bit, once a month at least.
Okay. So those are your times. And like I said, this stuff will all be in Google Classroom. And also just come see us and just ask us when this stuff is. All right. But like I said, we have unveiled a new beautiful thing this year for tutoring. I used it actually last night when I was doing my own personal homework. And guess what? I understand things now. So we have invested in this wonderful service that, I mean, Jerian, would you like me to speak on it or do you want to speak on it? I'm going to say I'm going to speak on it. So basically we have this program. I'll let you watch the video really quick and then I'll give you a little bit of a snippet on this. All right, here we go.
I don't know if you've shared sound.
Okay, that's what I figured. I don't think I shared the sound. Let me do a new share, everyone. Share sound, share. Let's go back.
On the Ask an Expert page, type in your description. Upload and crop an image of your problem. Select your comfort level with the problem. And finally, select your subject and post your problem. We'll instantly connect you with a live study expert to help you in a step-by-step manner.
Okay, so very short in video, but photos. Oh, Jerry, do you want to speak about it?
Yeah, absolutely. I would say photo study is definitely going to be something that you thank us later for. In fact, you're probably going to thank us now, especially because the first marking period has just ended. On your Upward Bound staff, not only do you have people who care about you, but you have people who have been in your classroom as teachers. We understand that the internet is a beautiful place. I have been a former math teacher. Tell me a math website I don't know. Brainly, Mathway, mathbaby.com. People are using these websites already to search desperately for answers to their math homework, science homework, sometimes their English homework and their history homework. Upward Bound is not completely lost to the game. We're old, but we ain't that old. And so we realize that you guys need an actual reputable resource. When you connect with Photo Study, you are connecting with people who actually can tutor you. You're not going to be face-to-face on a camera with anyone, so you don't have to be worried about that. And it works from your Chromebook or your cell phone. Whatever you're using, take an image of your work, submit the image, and be connected in seconds to a set of tutors all across the world who are available 24/7. And that's really how they are able to do it. So you may be connected with a tutor who's in Dubai. The types of tutors for photo study is also really important. We're not just connecting you to some guy who has no clue what he's doing. Most of the staff that works with photo study are teachers and professors themselves. These are educated folks who actually can connect with you. And this is an app that you can pay for yourself. So this isn't something that only we have access to. Anyone can tap into photo study, but we chose to purchase it for all of our Upward Bound students so that you do not have to. We understand that we're talking to you about going to college, but the biggest hurdle for you getting there is actually getting out of high school. Okay, so if you're interested in photo study, please drop it in the chat. If you're interested in being able to use your cell phone to connect to a tutor 24/7, 365, any hour of the day or night, drop it in the chat so that we know. And what you'll see for students who are interested is if you connect with your Upward Bound advisor, you'll be able to log in with your student email address. So this is completely free, a usually paid service that you would have to ask your mom for a credit card to sign up for, maybe use your own credit card. I know some of y'all got money. But we want to offer it to you because we realize that in-person tutoring isn't always going to work out for everybody. And also a lot of you are doing your homework at ridiculous hours. Tell me I'm lying. Up at 2 and 3 a.m. to try and submit that work on time. So take advantage.
Thank you, Jerry Ann. Yes. So if you are interested, we have, like Jerry said, we purchased accounts for enough for everyone in Upward Bound. You just have to come see your advisor and say, yeah, I need this and I want to activate my account. And I would like to do that. So we'll hook you up. Like I said, I tried it out last night. I was hesitant about the whole thing with how am I going to be able to, like, they're going to teach me through a text message, but it really did work. And I feel like it works for me, it will definitely work for you. So, if you need help with things, please, this is a great service that we would like you to utilize. Okay.
On the Ask-
Here we go. All right. So be on the lookout for some things to come. So save the dates here. We are bringing program days back in a different way. So some of you guys are like, oh yes, program days. I forgot about those. And some of you are like, what the heck's a program day? Because you're new and you haven't been with us before in normal UB setting or our old UB setting. So we're gonna gradually be bringing back program days. Right now, they're planned to be virtual. And we have 2 dates right now on the calendar tentatively. So be on the lookout for these things happening again. But we won't be having them really the same way we did last time on Saturdays, things like that all the time. But we're trying to get you guys some new opportunities. So I'm going to have Jerry and talk about that for a little bit too.
Absolutely. So on December 29th, we're going to take some time to have our first Upward Bound program day. It's a Wednesday and it's during winter break, kind of during that time where you'll be smack dab in the middle of the week and your mom and dad probably may or may not be at work and you'll be bored thinking about what to do. For seniors, there's going to be opportunities for you guys to get college applications done during that day because seniors, a lot of your apps could be due January 1st, depending on the schools you're applying to. And then for all of us, we'll be taking stock of what is going on in your school. Each of us are attending either one of our 4 school sites or maybe has floated and transferred onto another school, but still maintains that connection to Upward Bound. And I think that it goes without saying that this has been a really different school year. I mean, we've had pandemic school years, but coming back from the pandemic and actually getting into the rhythm of things has been ridiculous. Can we just be honest? Can we just be honest for a minute, y'all? Okay, I'm at Franklin High School 2 days a week. I know y'all watch the news. Okay? East High School, humongous school, but is it the same school that you remember? Or are things a little different? Right? Wilson, same way. right? We've got these new cell phone policies. What's the deal? We really have a lot of things going on within our schools that probably need to be discussed. And so we have a program today that we've put together for you guys to really get to have a chance to clear the air on what you find going on in your school and what you want to see going on in your school. This is an institution that you are going to be part of, some of you for at least 4 more years. So we really want to give you that opportunity with us on program day to talk about it. The next opportunity that we have is on January 22nd. And that's the psychology of music, which I'm really excited about. So our next program day is really based on starting to explore careers. And the rest of our program days will really be focused on getting you acclimated to careers and to college majors and to your access to college in ways that you maybe didn't realize. So to kick off that in January, right before Regents Week, we'll be having a guest speaker, a keynote speaker, come in to talk to us about the psychology of music. This keynote speaker is a person who's actually worked in the music industry before, has experience with actual recording artists, names that you might actually know, and will be coming in to give us some background on where college and the music industry might actually meet. Not only that, but students who participate in that will have the opportunity to join us virtually later on in 2022 when we record using actual recording studio equipment, our own tracks based on the understanding that music is a really healing, really and truly unique human experience. And it's something that we all share in, something that I think just about everybody loves. I mean, everybody has their own genre that they love and that puts them, in a mood. So we're going to be diving into that because we understand that a lot of people really and truly believe and live by the motto that music is life. So we're going to be kicking off our winter, making it not boring, making sure that you have some fun, some entertainment, and of course, some food along the way. We're going to feed you. So definitely join us for your winter program days.
Awesome. Thank you, Jerry Ann. Okay, so don't know if there's any parents here, but if there are, I'm going to have Marifer talk about our parent happy hours.
Yes. So although there are no parents here, students, if you could let your parents know, especially if you are a senior or graduating early, we will be having a parent happy hour so that your parents can get information on the rundown of applying to colleges and how financially that'll affect them, because it will affect them. So just keep on the lookout for more information on that. And as soon as we have a date settled, we will be sending out save the date flyers. Thank you.
And usually we open up these happy hours for our students too, but obviously not alcoholic beverages for the kids. But yes, here we are. All right, this is some exciting news. So if you are here tonight, you should be just pat yourself on the back because your friends don't know this and you're going to know the information before they do. Okay, who is this little beaver going to reveal? UB swag. Oh my, Catherine, I know this is your baby here, so why don't you talk?
All right, everybody. So we were brainstorming a way that we could give a little gift to our Upward Bound students and help you represent not only the program and your pride of being an Upward Bound student, but your pride in your school. So these are the crew necks that we've ordered for all of our Upward Bound students that are in your school colors. We are not sure when they're coming in, but the order has been placed. As you know, things take a little longer with COVID, but we're hoping we get these in the next week or two. So say a little prayer, cross your fingers, do whatever you like to do to make something come true. And once we get these will be headed your way. So keep in touch with your school site advisor. We might plan some different events for you to kind of give them out to you. We might have you just stop by our office to grab yours, but we can't wait to see everybody in their new Upward Bound crew necks.
And they look
Woohoo.
great. I want one in
Yeah.
every color.
Yeah, super excited for this. And hopefully it will be maybe a little early Christmas present. We'll see. We'll see. Okay. Next, I am going to give this over to Jerry Ann for our everyone wants to know where the heck's my money, right? I mean, I think we get asked this question on average 10 times a week, each of us. So let's have Jerry Ann tell us, where is your money?
I know. Stipend update. Stipend update. Finally, we've been wanting to know too. We've been wanting the same thing. Every single one of you did your due diligence. You signed paperwork. You signed your paperwork. You got your forms in. But we did have, and we sent it out by email, we did have a like my baby. So the small mix-up was that our office manager, I know even my kids are like, where's their money? The only sad thing is that our office manager, and the only person who was qualified to cut those checks, she ended up being out unexpectedly for about 2 months. But she has returned to work and has processed the stipends for students. So she has begun that process. She has everything that she needs to fill every single check. If you're a returning student, then your process is really easy. You know that you've been here before, you've already signed your paperwork, your W-9 form, and submitted it. But if you are brand new, the process is your W-9 form now verifies that you are in fact a real person. And because we're government funded, we do have to verify each and every one of you. The bottom line though, stipends are coming. We, Katrina, yes, you are exactly right, except yes, you did. I think I have your phone number, or rather I'm going to drop mine in so that you can send me a message. But I believe that you have it, that it was already submitted. So I'm going to double check with you, because I'm pretty sure that yours was. And there was one other person who I think knows who he is. There you go.
Yes, Katrina, we do have your social security number, your W-9 filled out. We just don't have your social security card. But that's okay, because we don't need your card to complete it. We just needed the number. The card is for more verification to make sure it is correct and stuff. So you're good, Katrina.
Perfect. Yep, the Cool Nerd stipend is exactly the same thing. So tell Owen we know, and Loyalty and Kyle and every single student on the Cool Nerd list. We've got you guys covered. Your stipends are starting to be processed, and I couldn't be happier. I swear. On that note, I'm really excited to see what you guys are going to do with these stipends. You know, a lot of people talking about these stipends. Do people have plans yet is the question. Okay, that's really the question. So I'm hopeful that you guys do. Seniors, I know that this is definitely going to come in handy for you. And also just remember that there are really few opportunities to earn the stipend, but many of you also earned college bound points, which can be used in the college bound merchandise store still. So if you have points that you have earned, they are accessible as far as I know.
That is true. And no one's been placing orders. So
there you go. So get to running it up, because you got swag coming to you. You've got a stipend, cash money coming to you, and you have now merchandise from points that you need to spend. So boom, pow.
And we definitely have a closet full of merchandise at East. So place those orders. You're not losing anything. You're not losing points towards anything else. You're just going on a little shopping spree. Maybe you want to buy a little shirt for a sibling or a parent for Christmas with your points. You could do that. Okay, Jerry, are you good? The stipend stuff. Okay. All right, let's see, what do we got up next? Okay, so we want to stay connected with you during these blizzardy times, but it's going to be great because we're going to be connected with you in the school, but that doesn't mean we still want to stay connected with you through Google Classroom and Remind and all the other ways, because you know, some things we learned from being virtual or being just completely computer in a computer world was that some of those ways are a little bit more easier to talk to you all. So if you haven't yet, each of you have a upward bound Google Classroom for all your school sites that was made at the start of this school year. And if you have not joined it yet, please do. All of you should have been invited to it. So some of you, I see, most of you guys have accepted the invite, but if you haven't, go in your inbox, search for it, or just do this simply right now. So Catherine is sending in the chat, if you don't want to use the code, she's sending in the chat that you can, the link you can click directly to get to the appropriate Google Classroom so that you can join that classroom. So she has it split up by schools, or you can use the code. But I think the link is way easier probably. But I'm gonna leave that up for a second for you guys to look at. But like I said, it's in the chat. And if you, I'll also be on Google Classroom. If you're not on Google Classroom, you won't be able to see this. But if you want to stay back after, if you don't like the link and want to use the code, then you can do that. And I'll leave this up for you all. All right. The other way we stay connected is Remind. And who here put in the chat, did you get a Remind message about Town Hall? Yes or no? I want to know, so that way I know. But Remind is just quick text messages, reminder. I sent one out like 2 minutes before this town hall with the link in it, like, hey, remember, so you can just click right on it. Super convenient for certain things when we're living a busy life here. So as you can see, these are all little phones. If you're at East, you're going to text this number. So everyone's texting the same number. It's just whatever school you go to, the message is going to change. So if you're at East, you're texting at URUB East. In the message box, see how this is the 2, this is the message box. If you're at Franklin, you're texting URUB Frank. If you're at Monroe, you're texting URUB Monroe. And if you're at Wilson, you're texting at URUB Wilson. And you're texting that to the 81010 number. Also, if you don't want to do it that way, Catherine is sending the join. You can also join by clicking a link to do that as well. And Catherine is sending those in the chat as well. So you can just easily click on it and it'll instantaneously help you join that group, that Remind group. So please do that. It helps us get the information out to you quicker. So, and also helps you so that you can get it faster. You're not missing anything. All right. We also have you, we have you signed up for the school ones. We also have you signed up for the grade level ones, because sometimes there's only certain announcements that we want to give to certain grade levels, right? Sometimes, you know, 12th graders are doing different things than 9th graders, you would think. So Catherine, once again, is also putting those links in the chat to join their appropriate grade level Remind message group. But if you want to do it this way, you can. Same number you're texting to, 81010. The message in that text message just changes depending on your grade level. So at URUB, and then whatever grade you are. So 9, 10, 11, or 12. Okay. All right. Parents. I don't think there's any parent. I don't know if there's any parents here. Maybe there's some parents that are tuned in for their kid on a laptop. So parents, if you are here and you are not on our parent Remind, and you know that, you know, sometimes your kid's a little forgetful and you want to make sure that info gets to you. I feel ya. So again, text 81010 at URUB parent, and we will keep you in the know at all times. That way, you know, you could say, I thought you had tutoring after school. Oh, how do you know about that? Well, I get the parent text messages. Maybe the kids don't want their parents to know about this, but make sure you're in the know. All right, this is a lot, I know. We try to be everywhere here. Social media. We want more followers. So follow us. Not only because we want more followers, but because once again, it's another place for you guys to get the info. So we're on Instagram, we're on Facebook, and we're on Twitter. And you can just take your phone if you're on your computer, open up your camera, scan that QR code. But if you have issues doing that because you're already on your phone or something like that, you can find like URUB, you are upward bound, you know, if you search the social media site for our username. But if you can't find it, just let us know. We can help you out with that. So sorry I don't have the actual names for them on here, but if you're not on your phone, you can scan those QR codes. And I'll keep that up for a couple seconds here, so just in case. And like I said, I can also put this stuff, I'll also put this stuff on Google Classroom for you to view later if you want to scan it down. All right. Once again, parents, this is a lot, but social media, we also have a parents Facebook group. So those happy hours we talked about, this is how we try to get the word out, it's through our parents Facebook group. So once again, I'll put it in Google Classroom, I'll send an email out to everyone. But if there is a parent here and you want to join that Facebook group, just take your phone and you scan that QR code, and you will be joined into that parent Facebook group. Oh, and it looks like Catherine is putting those things in the chat. So thank you, Catherine, for doing that. All right, so that concludes our meeting for tonight. And this is all of our contact information, our phone number and our emails, if you need it. Right now, we're gonna take some questions if you guys have it, if you need me to go back to a slide to look at something. But yeah, is there any questions here? If not, you guys are free to go. And you can put your questions in the chat.
Yeah, Gina, I did see one question in the chat earlier. A student asked how they can know how many points they have for college bound.
That's a great question. Jerry Ann, do you know the answer to that question?
Yep. On the merch store, is it not still
correct? You're right. I'm sorry. You're right. Sorry.
Could you show us? Could we get a drop of the merch store link, Will? Would you be able to drop that in for us, Will?
Yeah,
sorry,
sure.
I forgot about that. My apologies. On the merch store, if you go on the merch store, actually, let me see if I could just show you really quick right now. All right, I'm gonna pull
There's
it
a
up.
link
so
in the chat that should take you to it.
Cool. I'll click on it and just show you then right now. I had to find, I should bookmark that link. I don't know why I haven't yet. All right, so if you're still with us, hopefully you are. If you go to the merch store and you click on this right here, what you do is you find your 890 number and then you'll see how many points you have. So just find 890 number, see how many points. And then once you figure how many points you have, you can go to merch. So I don't have pictures of like every single item we have in the merch store. I just have like general items, like the categories. So like we have tons of t-shirts, for instance. And I have been asking students, if you do want a t-shirt or something, since I'm not getting like a huge influx of orders, I do usually text and I ask for preferences and things like that. But I just haven't put every t-shirt on the website. I haven't had time to do that. So if you do want a t-shirt, I will communicate with you like, hey, this is what we have. These are the sizes. Like, what is your preference? Things like that. And obviously, if you're at East, I mean, you get a little bit of advantage because you could just come by and pick one out, really. But I try to communicate that with you through text message. So you'll see like what different categories are worth or cost certain amount of points. And then I'll arrange with you to show you like what options we have so you can kind of pick which one you prefer. But yeah, that's how you find your points. Is there any other questions? Oh, we should have had students ask the questions in the chat instead of in the, oh,
Any questions?
in the QA part. I forgot that we have a Q&A part here. It would have been a good place to put the answers, the questions in that. Oh, great. Will said, and I don't know if you saw this in the chat, for social media, we have started a quarterly newsletter. So Will, it sounds like you sent that newsletter out. And in that newsletter are the links to our social media pages. So check your inboxes for that. You can also follow us just by clicking them on the social media pages. I'm looking through the chat to see any other questions. Okay, I don't see any other questions. All right. So if there are no more questions, we're going to end the webinar. We will all be at our school sites tomorrow. So come visit us and say hi and see us in person.
Thank
All
you so
right.
much for coming.
Thanks,
Thank you, guys.
everybody.
Bye.
Bye.
Good job, team.
Do we want to stop the recording?
Okay, we still have a few panelists left.